Happy holidays, everyone! Today I'm gonna do a sultry glam look, which is really appropriate for all the holiday parties. I'm gonna do this look with Sephora's brilliant makeup palette. You ladies have to see this. This makeup palette is incredible. And it reminds me of the makeup palettes that I got when I was a kid, except way better quality and like the grown-up version. So the colors are incredibly pigmented. And this is such a good value, and it's really good if you're starting out doing makeup or if you're a makeup artist. The lip glosses are super buttery. Like, I was so impressed that you get like this many. So there's 72 eyeshadows, 32 lip glosses, 18 eyeliners, 7 blushes, and 1 highlighter. You can't see because it says up here, but this side is for daytime, this is for nighttime. They've got a crazy range of lipsticks, and I'm wearing this one, this berry color right now. So my look today is like a sultry glam look. It's a lot darker than I would normally go. It's something I would wear to go to like a lounge or like an after hours club. So I use this one kit for my eyes, cheeks, and lips. And I kept it really cool with like the berry shades and the purples and the silvers. So stay tuned to find out how I get this look. So the first color I used was a really matte bone shade from the evening side of the makeup palette. And I just put it all over my lid just to even out my skin tone. Because this is a cool look, I use a cool base. And then I move on to another matte shade, which is the purple color, which is also gonna act as my transition color. So I'm just putting that all over my lid with a pro angled shadow brush. And after that, I'm ready to go into the crease. So I packed this shimmery purple into the crease. And you guys have to get this crease shadow, number 73 from Sephora. I actually just discovered this brush today, and I went over my crease. It's kind of like pointed, so it goes inside of like a really small crease, but it's more fluffy around the edges, which means it's going to push the shadow into the crease, but also blend. I was super impressed with this brush. And then I take a black with some purple flecks into it, just to anchor the color down. And I just pull it back and forth. And then I take a bushier brush and I blend it out. That way I get more control of where the shadow goes. So to pack in the silver, I use this really dense, short smudge brush from Sephora. I use a dense brush because I need to make the eyeshadow more concentrated. And I just pack it into the lid on the inside. So the silver balances out the purple really well, like gray and purple. I normally wouldn't use this much shimmer, but it's the holidays, so whatever. And then to add a little bit more dimension, I go into this, I don't know how to describe this, magenta shimmer. And I use that as another transition color on top. Then I take a beige from the daytime side and I just kind of blended it into my brow bone because I'm gonna highlight, so this will even out my skin tone. Then I just blend everything together because I've used at least 3 or 4 colors. So I've just blended all together, creates this kind of nice gradient. And then I take one of these pencil brushes, which is mandatory for any smoky look, and I dip it into the dark shimmery purple color and I just pull it underneath halfway. So to do my eyeliner, I use this black cream eyeliner and I put it along my lid and I just pull it up. This is just to make the look a little bit more defined. So I'm starting to use this Pro Bent liner because it's really good for beginners who are using a gel liner. So I pulled it up to a small wing and I filled it in. So I've already put on mascara. Moving on to eyebrows. This makeup palette doesn't have an eyebrow gel or cream, but there is an eyeliner that is kind of like a chocolatey gray color. So I'm actually going to use that for my eyebrows. I was actually just testing this out, but it turned out really good. I used it to fill in the sparse hairs in my eyebrow. I just used a Pro Brow brush. For my cheeks, I used this dusty rose color. I had to use a light hand to put this blush on. It gave such a nice, like, creamy glow. After I've applied blush, they have this really nice creamy highlighter. And I just apply that to my cheekbones and my brow bones and the tip of my nose. I used a big brush to blend it all in because I'm using so many different powders. So I just like used a brush and blended everything in together. Especially the highlighter. I hate when I see just a strip of highlighter, which I have actually been guilty of. Moving on, I'm gonna use this really creamy berry lip color, which is actually the same color as my top. So for this lipstick, all I had to do was take a lip brush and line my lips first and then fill it in like a coloring book. And it turned out pretty well, I think. This berry color is really creamy. And for a lipstick that's this pigmented, it is incredibly buttery. Each one of the lip glosses and lipsticks are like that, so I was super impressed. Definitely try out this palette. I could probably do like 30 different looks with this. And this is great if you want to test out different Sephora products and you're not sure if you want to buy them. I think it's like $69 for this entire palette. This makes an incredible gift for anyone you know who loves makeup or wants to experiment with different looks or wants to buy Sephora products but isn't really sure which one that they need or want. I would be really happy if I got this in my stocking, although I don't really think it fits into a stocking, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please leave me a comment below if you have any questions about this look, or if you'd like me to use this palette to do a totally different look now that you've seen the colors. I'd be more than happy to do that. And don't forget to subscribe, so I'll see you guys next week. Bye!